I have a question for the group. Are you ready to move forward in this inspirational series titled Hope in the Future series? And I want to welcome you to today, day 3. And my name is Pastor Carl Welliver, and I'm the founding pastor and general overseer of the Church of Faith Worldwide Ministries. And today we'll be studying from Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, verses 5 through 6. So, let's dive right in, shall we? Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. This verse helped us to understand its place within the wisdom literature of the Old Testament. So let's go there now. The author and the genre. Traditionally attributed to King Solomon, the book of Proverbs consists of practical wisdom, ethical instructions, and spiritual guidelines written to impart discipline, insight, and wise living to the younger generations. The surrounding discourse. Chapter 3 is framed as a father advising his child on the virtues of wisdom, devotion, and obedience. Leading up to verses 5 and 6, the passage stresses keeping God's commandments, practicing mercy and truth, and living in faithful relationship with Him. The core pivot. Verses 5 and 6 form the central principle of biblical wisdom. True wisdom does not originate within human intellect, but begins with dynamic trust and reliance upon God. Today's detailed breakdown of the key themes. First, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Wholehearted reliance. The Hebrew word for trust, batach, implies resting securely or casting oneself entirely upon someone. This trust is not half-hearted or conditional. It demands the involvement of the heart, which in ancient Hebrew thought represented the center of will, intellect, and decision-making. Uncompromising devotion. Wholehearted trust requires placing ultimate confidence in God's character, promises, and sovereignty, especially when circumstances seem to be unclear. Second, and lean not unto thine own understanding, recognizing human limits. Human perception is inherently finite, vulnerable to bias, and limited by present circumstances. Leaning implies supporting oneself on a staff. Relying solely on human insight is like relying on a frail support that can break under your weight. Avoiding self-sufficiency. This is not a call to abandon logic or critical thinking, but a warning against self-reliance, assuming that human reasoning is superior to divine guidance. Third, in all thy ways acknowledge him. Comprehensive integration. All thy ways covers every dimension of life, career, personal relationships, financial stewardship, and daily decisions. Faith is meant to be integrated into every area rather than compartmentalized. I am so sorry. Rational awareness to acknowledge God, or yada, means to recognize his presence, submit to his authority, and consult his principles in every decision we make, treating him as an active partner in life's journey. Fourth, and he shall direct thy paths, clearing the way. The phrase direct thy paths, often translated as make your path straight, means God will remove obstacles, provide moral clarity, and lead you toward his optimal alignment for your life. Fulfillment of purpose. What does it not guarantee a life free of hardship? It promises that living in step with God's guidance prevents self-destructive detours and keeps you on the right path. So let's take a look at today's key takeaways. Surrender over control. True guidance requires relinquishing the need to control or understand every outcome before you take action. Holistic faith. Seeking God's guidance applies to major life choices as well as routine daily matters. Promised direction. When trust is wholehearted and God's sovereignty is recognized across all areas of your life, clarity and alignment naturally flow. This verse encourages trusting in the Lord with all your heart rather than relying solely on your own understanding to guide your walk in faith in your path. I hope that you've enjoyed this study today and found it informative and useful. If so, why not subscribe, like, and share it with a friend? We appreciate your support of our channel, and we look forward to seeing you for tomorrow's lesson based on Romans, the 15th chapter, verse 13. And until then, may the good Lord love and keep you, and may his light shine upon you. Have a blessed day, and thanks.